The charts are red, volatility is high, and in the middle of it all, one familiar name suddenly moves again: Kusama. After weeks of silence, the Shiba Inu lead returns with cryptic location changes and mystical references that the community can't stop decoding. Is this a serious signal about what comes next, or just clever distraction during a brutal market phase? Tonight, we break down exactly what's happening. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. Please note that by the time you see this video, some rates may have changed. Financial advice is not included in this video. Shiba Inu on 23 November 2025 is trading close to 800 units, with intraday moves mostly between the high $700 and low 800 unit range. That gives it a market cap of roughly $4.7 billion and a 24-hour trading volume near $113 million, keeping it in the mid-20 seconds by size among all cryptocurrencies. Sentiment indicators describe the mood around Shiba Inu as extreme fear, even while some short-term prediction models call for only a small move higher around the same level in the coming days. In other words, the market is nervous, but not in free fall, and that makes any new signal from a key figure like Kusama feel more important. Earlier in November, Kusama broke weeks of silence on X with a new bio and location referencing a blue kachina, a phrase many in the community associated with prophecy, symbolism, and change. Shortly after, he shifted his location again, first from a generic phrase like on the cutting edge to watching the blue kachina, and then to a specific Oslo, Norway. These changes came in quick succession, enough to trigger a wave of posts asking what it all meant and whether it was tied to some hidden roadmap or partnership. At the same time, Shiba Inu's own price briefly pushed up toward the mid-800 unit area before volume dropped sharply and trading calmed down. One reason people paid such close attention is that these moves did not happen in isolation. Before this sequence of changes, Kusama had reportedly been silent on public channels for more than 40 days, while a new AI-related project called Shib Fun moved toward a planned December launch. That project is described as an AI-powered platform within the Shiba Inu ecosystem designed to increase engagement with tokens like Shiba Inu, Bone, Leash, and Treat. For a community hungry for concrete progress and new use cases, the combination of long silence, a teased AI platform, and sudden cryptic activity felt like the start of a crucial chapter. Price behavior, however, stayed more grounded than the speculation. Around the time of the location updates, Shiba Inu spiked toward roughly 837 units, then slipped back into the high 700 range. The token continues to move mostly in a band under 800 units, and short-term forecasts show only minor fluctuations expected over the near term. That suggests the market was willing to react to the headlines with a quick burst of trading, but not to reprice Shiba Inu dramatically based on hints alone. So far, the bigger force remains overall crypto sentiment and Bitcoin's own path, not a single personality's profile text. On the ecosystem side, the AI project and Shibarium network provide useful context. Reports describe Shib Fun as part of a broader strategy to make Shiba Inu more than just a meme coin by tying it to interactive, AI-driven experiences and additional on-chain activity. Shibarium, the Layer 2 network, is still seen as the backbone of this plan, enabling lower-cost transactions and new application possibilities. Even with the market under pressure, data snapshots show a large holder base and active addresses on the network, though day-to-day transactional activity is softer than it was at peak excitement. This means new features like Shib Fun will have to deliver real value to reignite usage, not just hype. The big question many traders are asking now is whether Kusama's cryptic messages are genuine signals or simply narrative flavor in a tough market. The Blue Kachina update has been interpreted as everything from a spiritual metaphor for cleansing and change to a sideways hint about timing future announcements. The Oslo reference has spawned theories about regulatory safety, European connections, or personal travel. In all these cases, the evidence so far is circumstantial. Articles covering the story are careful to note that no direct, verified link has been made between these locations and specific deals or upgrades. From a strict trading perspective, that makes the safest view that the cryptic hints are interesting but not actionable on their own. Within the Shiba Inu community, reactions are split. Some holders treat each new phrase or location as a puzzle to solve, posting long threads connecting blue kachina symbolism, year numbers like 1982, and Shibarium milestones. These fans argue that storytelling and mystery have always been part of Shiba Inu's culture and help keep people engaged during boring or painful market stretches. Others show clear fatigue. With price far below old highs and with heavy competition from newer meme tokens, they worry that too much focus on hints and lore distracts from hard questions, timelines, partnerships, user growth, and transparent metrics. This group argues that mysterious messaging can divide the army between hopeful interpreters and those simply waiting for solid updates. Short term, the next 1 to 4 weeks will likely determine whether this latest round of hints leads to something more tangible. Traders will watch carefully to see if any official announcements tie the Blue Kachina and Oslo themes to specific launches, such as the Shib Fun AI platform or a new integration on Shibarium. They will also pay attention to daily active users and transactions on Shibarium to see whether engagement actually rises as December approaches. If concrete news and measurable progress appear, hindsight may frame these cryptic signals as deliberate foreshadowing. If nothing significant follows, this episode might be remembered as another bout of noise during a difficult market. Looking further into the future, the importance of Kusama's persona and messaging has to be balanced against broader realities. Long-term forecasts for Shiba Inu continue to lean on the usual pillars: Bitcoin's cycle, global liquidity, regulatory developments, and the success of Shibarium and related projects in attracting real users. Leader-driven narratives can amplify these forces, but they cannot replace them. Analysts regularly remind investors that healthy projects combine strong communities, clear communication, and usable products. In that framework, cryptic bio updates are secondary to whether people are actually using Shiba Inu in meaningful ways. For individual Shiba Inu holders, the risk is less about a single location string on X and more about emotional overreaction. If traders allow every enigmatic word from a leader to override their own risk rules, they may end up chasing short-term moves, ignoring bigger market signals, or holding through drawdowns they are not prepared for. A more balanced approach is to see Kusama's hints as one small piece of a much larger picture: community tone, ecosystem updates, on-chain data, and macro conditions. Taken together, those pieces can guide more grounded decisions than any one tweet or bio change. So as Kusama hops from Blue Kachina to 1982 to Oslo, the Shiba Inu community is left to decide. Are these breadcrumbs pointing to something big, or just storytelling during a brutal market cycle? The safest answer is to respect the mystery but trade the reality. Real updates, real usage, real risk rules. Stay disciplined, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next breakdown soon. Calm, prepared, and ready for whatever comes next. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it, and subscribe to the channel.